Hello, welcome to Tiger Lilith Tarot. This is going to be a reading for Virgo placements for the full moon in December. Hello, Virgos. Hope you all are good and well and enjoying the holiday season. The cold, if it's cold where you are. It's been chilly where I am. This is going to be, full moon is on December 18th. We're going to take a look at the energies that have culminated from the new moon past 2 weeks. That's usually what this spread is, though all the ones that I've done up until this point, I will say, Virgo, to me have felt like larger energies. We'll see what comes out for you, but I think these are either at the very least 6-month spreads from the new moon in Gemini in June up until now, or this energy could go back as far as 2 to 3 years. There could also be a lot of childhood stuff activated right now. The Six of Cups has been coming up for, I don't know, at least half of the signs that I've done, and I've almost done every sign so far. All right, so let's see what the spread has for you. So this full moon, the moon is actually as far away from Earth as it could possibly be while still being full. So the effects of the full moon are going to be felt less. So that means the illumination isn't as strong. So I hope this spread helps, is what I'm saying, to bring some stuff into light for you, because it might be a really hard time to see the lessons that the full moon is trying to teach us, or to see what it's trying to, shine a light on, where we should be grateful. Wow, Virgo. Okay. Yeah, so again, this is more than a 2-week spread. The energies here just don't seem possible to have happened in a mere 2 weeks, just the way they come across. And I'm going to say, too, before I started your reading, I have a feeling you're either pursuing something new in love, or you're just pursuing something new in general, in which your views have shifted a lot. And so it's going to feel like a big shift, but there's an excitement towards this new pursuit. I feel like this is something you know instinctually, because my stomach started feeling a little weird before your reading. And Virgo, you guys are connected with the digestive system, right? You guys, when you more than any other sign have that natural, your stomach starts feeling weird about something, trust that especially right now. I feel like you might be really connected to that. So under what has reached its peak, this is where to find the gift, even if it's not what you wanted to manifest into your life. This could be from the past 2 weeks, 6 months, or 2 to 3 years. Judgment. Again, I feel like this is 2 to 3 years. Something 2 to 3 years ago, I think, happened that caused you to have a spiritual awakening. This card, it's a spiritual awakening from which there is no coming back. What I take that to mean, kind of a less intense level, is judgment is almost that feeling of once you've seen something, you can't unsee it. And I feel like a lot has been brought to light for you the past 2 to 3 years. Some of this could have to do with COVID and the state of the world, and us having to just collectively as a society retreat and come to inside of ourselves. But at its heart, this is a spiritual transformation from which yet you're not coming back from. So the past 2 weeks, 6 months, or 2 to 3 years have been transformational for your soul and your spirit. I feel like every part of your life has transformed, Virgo. And I think there were a lot of energies involved here. The reason I'm saying that is because there's 3 court cards here. Court cards don't always have to represent people, but they can. And with the amount that's showing himself just within 6 cards, 3 of them being court cards, I feel like you have had some different energies weaving in and out while you have been coming to this really large realization. I mean, I feel this is something really very big, because it's closure and awakening at the same time. A cycle ended and something brand new began. And what's brand new is not necessarily brand new, because it is a resurrection. So you kept pieces of what worked, but it's almost like whatever wasn't working in your life 2 to 3 years ago, it left. The universe took it away for you. It closed any chapter that needed to be closed. We'll look more into that when we clarify. Big energy, Virgo, but really, really lovely. So anyway, show gratitude to this awakening that you have had is what Spirit is suggesting with that card. And this is a placement. Sometimes it says it'll help you find the gift, even if it's not what you were looking for. I don't think you wanted I think the past 2-3 years have been very hard. Whatever happened, like I said, the universe came in and closed the chapter. This wasn't you closing a chapter. You didn't want whatever ended to end, but it had to. And it's bringing newness and a healing energy completely. Okay. The Knight of Coins, where are you breaking a cycle? These are energies that have shifted from darkness into the light. Could feel like a revelation. I think what you're realizing, the Knight of Coins, is that you have to slow down. If you don't slow down, I think you're seeing that you will be stuck in this same cycle, this judgment, whatever happened that caused a judgment. The universe feel like it had to come down and intervene with a judgment. The Knight of Coins is slow and deliberate movement. And if you notice, this is one of the cards that has like the trusted, loyal dog companion with him. The Knight of Coins is loyal. He is thoughtful. He's moving forward. You guys, you folks pulled the Knight of Coins, or the Prince of Coins, in your last spread as well, as I forget what placement it was, but interesting, it comes back again. So you have realized, it feels like an awakening to you. Lots of awakenings here, Virgo. Actually, lots of awakening. Yeah. But you've realized that you have to slow down. You have to be more mindful, more thoughtful, more deliberate. The Knight of Coins, all of the knights are moving, but he is the knight that is moving the slowest. But he's moving the slowest because he is the most thoughtful of the knights. He's most practical. I was getting the word practical on the Knight of Coins for you last time. Not really so much this time. This time it's more thoughtfulness. It's like I said, it's more realizing that you have to slow down. It's not the practicality, but maybe it's the how to get to that practicality. Slow down, not only in your physical environment, but your mind as well. Okay. We'll look more into that. What is in the spotlight? What to embrace? The Knight of Wands. I think the Knight of Wands came out in your reading last time as well. And you need to embrace the spontaneous, fun-loving, charming energy. This is fire signs. The Aries, Leo, Sagittarius here. That kind of energy of trying different things. The Knight of Wands is also non-committal, because he's not sure what's going to work yet. So this is encouraging. What to embrace is spontaneity, trying new things, seeing what's going to work. Not everything is going to work. So the Knight of Wands can come off as overconfident. But Virgo, I feel like what it's saying is to embrace what you consider to be overconfident, almost arrogant energy. Because I think for you, sometimes you tend to hold yourself back from going forward, right? So I think your humility sometimes holds you back. So if you go for this arrogant, really spontaneous, impetuous almost energy, you might feel like it's extreme, but I think it's just going to balance more. Might not feel that way. This might feel a little uncomfortable, but I think that's why you're being asked to embrace it. The Knight of Wands. Move forward. Move in a few different directions. See what works. Knight of Wands is also the charmer and romancer. Charmer, really, of the zodiac, of the tarot. Not really a romancer. But he knows the right words to say. Right? Very smooth talker as well. So embrace those qualities in people around you and yourself. Confidence, I think, is really the key there. This is where can you express yourself more authentically and where are you feeling conflicted? the Page of Cups. So you're feeling conflicted about your more sensitive, tender side. You're feeling conflicted, I think, too, about how to go forward, how to move forward with love. How to move forward. It could be, Virgo, that by embracing this Knight of Wands energy, it feels like you're moving away from this Page of Cups, more soft, tender, contemplative energy. I think you're more comfortable here. This energy, this Knight of Wands energy, might feel really a little chaotic to you, and it might throw you off, feel like it's throwing you off balance. But I think that's being encouraged, because this Judgment is here. You've gone through this awakening. Something very large has happened, and I feel like this is encouraging you to trust yourself. So again, you're feeling conflicted when it comes to how to show your more sensitive, tender side, and almost how to be meditative and contemplative when it comes to love and harmony. We'll see more when we clarify. This is the lessons to put to use from the past 2 weeks or 6 months, or again, I really feel it's 2 to 3 years. The Two of Swords. Something has been... If this is the lesson, then I think you had to overcome an emotional stalemate. But I'm going to see when we clarify more. This Two of Swords being under what lessons to put to use. You were forced to make decisions, maybe. Not, and I don't want to say forced, but it would feel like you were. I almost feel like what this is saying is you felt as if your hands were tied and you only had 2 decisions to make. And it's almost like you learned the lesson that she didn't learn, which is that she could turn around and see that there's a whole ocean behind her. She doesn't have just 1, 2 options. There's a sea of options behind her if she would just turn around, right? It's almost saying to not sit in a victim or martyr type energy, and that you've learned this in this past 2 to 3 years, and it's asking you to put that to use. Break down, well, put your guard down is what it's asking you to do, actually, in a larger sense. Put your own or in a personal sense, put your borders and boundaries and guard down when it comes to your heart, right? She's literally guarding her heart with 2 swords, and because she's afraid. She's scared to make a decision. She's at an emotional stalemate. She doesn't feel that she can open her heart to anyone. So she's going to rely on her mind. You've learned, it's been a hard lesson to learn. You can rely on other people, but it takes putting down those 2 swords again and turning around and looking at the vast ocean behind you. The overall moon phase guidance card is the Star, Aquarius energy. This is healing, innovation, looking forward, looking towards the future. I feel like you are very connected right now, Virgo, with Judgment and the Star flanking this spread. 7 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. There's something you want. You are going to persevere. So, but what I also feel like this is saying on the opposite end, if the 7 of Wands here at the bottom of the deck, that means you're going to be challenged, because if you're going to embrace the 7 of Wands energy, perseverance, courage, determination, right? Heading people off, these wands are coming towards this man, and he's not afraid. He's going to fight them. This is also, this is that Leo, again, fire sign energy of just going forward. No, this is not the spontaneous energy, though. The 7 of Wands is more a harnessing of willpower to do what needs to be done, really, and defend what you have built, to persevere for what you want, what you believe to be true. All right, let's clarify this spread here. So you're going to be challenged, is what that tells me. So the challenges are not over, but you have learned some important lessons and had an awakening that you've seen things you can't unsee, right? Let's see. Let's clarify Judgment. The Page of Wands. So we have 2 pages and 2 knights out so far. Page of Wands clarifies judgment. Where to be grateful. So there is the Page of Wands is a more youthful energy. You might have, this judgment might have caused you to embrace a more youthful, studious energy. I was getting, it's a weird message, Page of Cups on here. I was getting like a student of love. I almost feel like you're being asked to go back to a learning energy when it comes to love. And what to show gratitude for is the Page of Wands, which is another studious energy. The Page of Wands is an enthusiastic personality, and it's a message of inspiration. So a fire sign or just that kind of energy could have come into your life. You could have received a message of inspiration from this judgment, and it's just the energy of the Page of Wands. You're enthusiastic about what you learned, and Spirit is asking you to show gratitude to that. Show gratitude to the knowledge that the spiritual awakening gave you and the enthusiasm that it gave you. I feel like it really did give you a new it's like a brand new chapter in your life. Something brand new can begin if you want it to. This is also your creativity and confidence. Yeah, gratitude. Show gratitude to your confidence because you're going to need it. With the Seven of Wands, you're going to need some confident willpower and strength, but you have it. See, that judgment caused you to become a student of yourself and to find your own confidence again, to find you again, Virgo. I'm surprised you haven't shown up. We'll see if your own card. Whoa. The Knight of Coins, under what cycle are you breaking? With the Ace of Cups. What feels like a revelation? You're finding the self-love, finally. This is you're finally connected to, you're finding your power and your connection to the divine source of energy, and you're letting it fill your cup up here, and it's really beautiful. You're finally coming in, but see, you're slowing down. The Knight of Coins. Knight of Coins is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy, so it does embody your natural energy. Yeah, I feel like you're almost going back to your natural state. It's kind of like the past 2 to 3 years have you've readjusted. You're coming back to your center. The Knight of Wands is clarified by the Four of Swords, under what to embrace. Okay, very different energies. You also need to take a break. You need to rest. The Four of Swords is usually about rest and retreat, but I'm almost more feeling here with the Knight of Wands, what it's saying is that to find the balance between this Knight of Coins and Knight of Wands energy, because this is earth energy, this is fire energy. To find the balance between the two, because embracing the Knight of Wands energy all the time, it's going, moving forward energy, is exhausting, right? But embracing the Knight of Coins energy all the time, moving very slowly, isn't necessarily a good thing either, because you might not get to where you want to go. So finding the balance between these two energies is going to be very important for you. The fours are about balance, finding a stability, right? So the Knight of Wands energy is going to bring, oddly, Virgo, by being more spontaneous and confident, it's going to bring you more rest and relaxation and more mental peace. Isn't that crazy? Embracing your confidence and embracing yourself is going to quiet your mind. Okay, more fire energy. We have lots of fire here. Page of Cups, under where can you express yourself more authentically? Where are you feeling conflicted? The Sun. You're feeling conflicted about your own luminous nature, your own optimism, what you can do. This Sun card is really kind of special. I think it's a really beautiful beetle here, but it looks like he's holding up the sun to me. You can prop up This is, you can prop up the sun. Like, it's almost like you can raise your own vibration with love and with sensitive, tender energy. You can do this. It's no one else. Oh, this is really nice, Virgo. It's a really, really beautiful spread. Four of Wands. This is at the bottom of the deck. Your home is going to be very important. Where are you feeling conflicted? This could have to do with your home environment, where you rest your head. I think of the Four of Wands. It is a card of marriage. You could be feeling conflicted about, I don't know, about a marriage that you're in, a relationship you're in, a relationship that started 2 to 3 years ago or that ended 2 to 3 years ago with the Judgment here. Like I said, that could be one of the chapters that closed. But the Sun, Leo energy, very bright, very enthusiastic, and moving forward. Okay, let's look at the Two of Swords, the Chariot, more forward-moving energy. This is Cancer's card, the Chariot. What is being ready to put to use? Yeah, Two of Swords is as soon as you take these swords down, Virgo, I feel like that is when everything is going to start coming together. The Chariot is about having all the pieces of the puzzle and putting them together so that the Chariot can move. Your willpower is what helps you get all of those pieces of the puzzle. And the sun is shining brightly on this card as well. The sun is a big theme here on these last two cards. So optimism, forward movement, what to put to use, the lessons that you have learned on how to unify things, on how to bring things together collectively. The star is at the bottom of the deck, and it's also what ended your reading here. Aquarius energy, this healing energy, this innovative. Aquarius isn't so much, the star isn't forward moving energy, so it's just forward thinking. Eight of Wands clarifies the star. Messages. You are going to be receiving transformational messages or sending transformational messages, and this is going to unify things. You are coming back to yourself, Virgo. That is what this spread is all about. Justice at the bottom of the deck. You're going to get your own justice. I think that you feel that just judgment that happened, like I said, you did not want this to happen. Whatever happened 2 to 3 years ago, you did not want this. Embrace the lesson that it taught you with the Page of Wands, because whatever happened 2 to 3 years ago brought you to something very creative and bright and new. It created something. The loss of something created something else that is really beautiful. And it's finally starting to come together here, I think. So we're going to finish off the reading with an oracle card on how you can best integrate the Gemini energy of the full moon with Sagittarius energy, which is the season that we are in right now. Gemini is how we live our life, day-to-day life, the third house, right, of communication, but day-to-day communication, your work, neighborhood. Sagittarius is our life philosophies and ideologies. So this card is going to be a suggestion on how you can work your life philosophies and ideologies into your day-to-day living so that you can hopefully feel more aligned. So we have Guardian Angel here. Beautiful. A gypsy peasant girl carries a basket while strolling along a woodland path. Daylight is fast diminishing and heavy mist shrouds the landscape beyond. She pauses as if in a moment of quiet recognition. Perhaps she can sense the presence of her guardian angel above. Her guardian angel holds pink carnations which are associated with the tenderness of motherly love. They may be destined as a symbolic offering to be placed in the empty basket below. The presence of this card indicates your need for reassurance, direction, or protection, and invites you to enter the silence and connect to your guardian angel. Raise the vibration of your request by being mindful of the quality of your thoughts and questions, as this in turn affects the response you will be given. Be patient and listen carefully, as our angels often communicate in unexpected ways, but always in accordance with the perfection of divine timing. All right, Virgo, so embrace divine timing, raise your own vibration. Right, with this, you raise your own vibration. This is where you were feeling conflicted. You can do this. You are so powerful. You have all the tools you need to do this. Virgo, I love this spread. This is a really beautiful energy. You are coming out of this past 2 to 3 years and into something forward moving, and it looks just really transformational and a nice bright future. So thank you so much for being here. If this resonated, like, subscribe, let me know in the comments. I will see you on the next one. Take care.